Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons show! We did it well that time.
Yes.
Except it made me lose my train of thoughts. Before I dive into some announcements, Nick, would you go ahead and kick off a quick round of player introductions?
Sure. Hi, I'm Nick. I play Embers of White Ash, the Tabaxi Slingsall Monk.
Hi, I'm Kay, and I play Lady Elwyn Amelos, who is an Elvish Circle of the Land Druid.
Hello, I'm Melissa, and I play Tuppence Wiseacre, who is a Pixie Bard.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Vert, who is a Changeling Armorer Artificer.
We premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Throughout the show, we use a variety of custom items, custom lineages, custom monsters, all that jazz, so be aware of that as you're watching. The character portraits, which you'll see all over the layout, have at this point been drawn by a variety of artists. So if you're interested in any of the art that you're seeing, please check out the description for information about who drew it, and then go and support them, because they're all awesome. If you need a refresher on anything that's going on in our campaign, we have a campaign wiki at World Anvil. Yeah, it's going to be a great episode. Other than that, you can check the video description for links and information to everything I just mentioned and more, including some links to some Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate resources. Then you can follow us on co-host. Still have Twitter in my note, but that's not the case. Co-host at Antiheroes, if you want to know more about what we're doing and when. And finally, we just hope you enjoy the show, share with your friends, and come back to watch some more. So without any more blathering on my part, let's roll that intro video. And welcome back. Previously on Antiheroes Anonymous. The Silver Seeker's friend, Tuppence Wiseacre, has returned in need of assistance on a quest for the Court of the Sky. Somewhere in Amberhearth, she believes, is a fairy dragon named Nim, who once belonged to Lord Mistralath, the prior owner of the Seeker's Keep. After his death, Nim, in her grief, returned to the Faewild, and the Seekers have agreed to help Tuppence find Nim, who is a candidate to sing the Concerto of Cleaving in hopes of gaining the Court of the Sky's allegiance against the vast forces in the League of Terrors, a threat which looms large in their minds after learning the scope of its ambitions. I did a great job of reading the card, but creating a run-on sentence where there wasn't one.
Oh, there wasn't one?
Well, there was one, but I made it worse.
I thought that was like my thing. It was like, oh, I did it again. I didn't do a very good job this time. I wrote a sentence that went on for 3/4 of the entire thing.
There's a bit of that, but I made it worse by removing one of the periods. It was a really long run-on. So.
It was a beautiful recap, and I appreciate both of you.
Anyways, we left off last time with the group of you... Let me just get some music and then we'll start it. We left off last time with the group of you taking a long rest before your planned departure into the Faewild to find Nim the Fairy Dragon for Tuppence's quest. Is there a spider or something?
No, it was a fruit fly.
Oh.
Keep going.
Okay. Kay's just there flailing.
Just flailing, don't mind me.
Your friends and companions are all also departing on their own quests, with Night Mantis on her way to Vidun, to investigate some odd goings-on there that might involve her and Vert's aunt in some capacity. Meanwhile, Charm is off to the Spellscar Desert in an effort to sway some or all of the colony that she belongs to away from the League of Terrors and over to your side. And finally, Torin and your new Silverseeker recruits are off to the Underdark to guard a caravan mission down to the Underdark city of Erudition. With that said, I will turn it over to you. You find yourselves waking up in the morning, feeling refreshed and ready to go. So what would you like to do?
So, did you say you knew where the entrance is to the Faewild?
Yes, I think I found a fairy circle in the woods. It looked a lot like the one that was in Twin Towns.
Awesome. Is everybody ready to go?
Sure.
Yeah, if we've only got 24 hours to spend there, we best get an early start. We'll have to make sure Vert's awake. He's been sleeping in a lot. He needs his coffee. Poke, 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 poke.
Do we know how to go through a fairy circle once we get there?
Well, I mean,
Oh, you don't.
I assume Tuppence knows.
Yeah, Tuppence, as a point, I will remind you of something I mentioned to you via Discord. While you were at the Court of the Sky, your mentor, Zia Wilddance, did teach you a useful song for just such a purpose.
I bring Vert coffee.
Yeah, he's been a little spoiled because Torin's been doing that.
I know Torin's off.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right.
All right. You trek out into the forest, and I believe I had said it's a little ways back from the keep that you have to travel through the forest before you start to see these mushrooms popping up more and more frequently on trees and on the floor and of the forest and things like that. But eventually you come to that clearing that you had found where there's a very distinct and clear ring of multicolored mushrooms, many of them with white polka dots and things like that. And Tuppence, as soon as you get a look at it, you know this is a fairy ring, and there will be an entrance here. Though it does seem to be closed at the moment.
Okay, so I will get out. I'm trying to think if I want to use my mother's pamphlet. No, let's for the other one, really. Let's just get out of loot. And I will start playing the Carolina Crossings.
It's been a while since we've gotten to hear her play.
Yeah.
I think she's improved.
How does it sound when she plays it?
I think it's going to sound like a kind of a sprightly melody.
Mm-hmm.
And, just very happy and charming.
As Tuppence plays this kind of bright and upbeat tune, kind of waves of colorful magic begin to radiate from her. It's not rainbow, but it does seem to shift through many colors, and it kind of expands out around the ring of mushrooms and touches all of the mushrooms. And you watch as the ground in the circle kind of shifts a little bit, and the plant life around from the sides of the circle begins to grow upward rapidly before your eyes. Grass and those mushrooms and roots and trees and things intertwining into an arch, and at the top of the arch blooms a series of bright green flowers, and you can see a shimmering distortion forms when the arch completes and Tuppence finishes her song.
And with a go, let's go.
All right.
Okay, I'll lead the way.
Yeah, I'm right behind her.
Okay. The group of you walk through the arch and are transported to another plane. I need each of you to roll a charisma check.
Oh boy.
Just a d20 plus a charisma modifier.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Oh no.
Hold on to those numbers. I'm going to do a little bit of description, and then they'll be important.
Okay.
As you stepped across the other side of the portal, you look around yourself, and there's a very similar ring of mushrooms here, except here the mushrooms, many of them are bigger by significant margin. Like they're as large as like a small person or like a gnome or something like that. But they still form a ring, and the arch that was created by Tuppence's song exists here too. And as you look back, you can kind of hazily see the forest of the world that you've left behind, but it is rippling and shimmering and indistinct and kind of difficult to grasp. You turn your eyes forward away from the arch, and endless plains of green grass stretch as far as the eye can see as you arrive in the vernal grasslands of the Faewild. The hypergreen blades come up to about knee-high, and you can see the field is dotted with blotches of vibrant blues and reds and yellows and more colors, flowers that put the most colorful ones on the material plane to shame. And as you watch the flowers seem to like grow and shrink, almost just in a perpetual cycle of movement. The hills of these plains, as you look at them kind of into the distance, actually seem to roll and move slowly, as if the ground is alive to some extent. And there are these large roots, as big as around as a person, that kind of form these arches up out of the ground before plunging back in. And then somehow within your sight, yet all of you as you look at it can feel there's an immense distance between you and what you're seeing, and yet you can see it anyhow. There is the source of those roots, a colossal tree that's rising up to tower over the plains from the north. And like I said, it's visible, but you can sense there's immense distance between you and this tree. Its leaves, which you can see here in some clarity, oddly, are perfectly green and vibrant with life. And there's this prismatic aura of rainbow light aurora of rainbow light that shifts endlessly in the sky above the tree. But you can tell that something is not well with this tree. Its leaves, as you watch, one of them slowly turns a purplish dark blue and falls from the branches. And as you watch, you see, one by one, these leaves are doing that same falling from the tree. And with each leaf lost, the rainbow aurora above it seems to dim slightly. You've arrived in the Faewild. What were those charisma checks?
6.
7. 10.
10 also.
Okay, interesting.
The 2 charismatic ones roll.
Roll 2.
Yeah. 4.
Tuppence, your modifier's higher, so I'm going to go with you. What is your emotion as you return to the Faewild? What is Tuppence feeling?
First thing that strikes me is how beautiful everything is, and why would anyone ever want to leave?
Okay. The weather when you arrived was kind of gray and overcast, despite the vibrancy of the world around you. But as you arrive, the weather seems to almost shift to Tuppence's eager excitement and happiness to be home. And you can see, like, the temperature, you can feel the temperature begin to sort of rise to this pleasant level. And the vibrant shades of the nature in the surrounding area almost seem to shift through waves of different bright colors. Welcome to the Feywild.
The first thing I want to do here is see, is there a landmark, somewhere, something we can use to find our way back.
Make a perception check.
While he's rolling that, I also want to see if I can see. I'll turn around and look in the direction of our keep and see if I can see any buildings.
Do you want to make a perception check too, then?
Mine's a dirty 20.
Oh, nice. Let's see, what might be around here? There's a set of stones not far off down the plains, though again, distance gets kind of weird and tough to judge. But not far off down the plains from the ring, there's a set of stones that almost looks like a humanoid form of some kind, made of stone and like halfway emerged from the ground. You can see like some of the stone parts look like a reaching hand, and like there's a part of it that looks very distinctly face-like, and these roots that are coming from the giant tree over to the north have kind of climbed over the rock, and it's a very tall set of rocks, and so it'd be visible probably from a ways.
What was my bonus again? Okay, 17.
As you look around in the direction you expect the keep to be, and with the intent of finding some sort of equivalent to it, yeah, it must be far away, but you find that you can see with clarity in the direction of where your keep should be. There is another structure, and it looks very similar to your keep. But something is off about it. And the more you look at it, the clearer it becomes as you kind of focus your intent on seeking it out. And you realize that there is a cloud of fog or mist that's got this like dark purplish color that is shrouding the lower levels of the keep. And there are these blue lights that kind of appear and flicker, almost arc as if lightning through the mist or fog.
I will pass on.
I'll point it out to Tuppence.
The other thing I'll say about it is you can see, even from this distance, that the weather over there is gloomy. It is dark and cloudy, and there's rain falling on top of the keep, and you can occasionally see flashes of lightning from above. Yep.
Yeah, so I will point it out to Tuppence, in particular, the keep. But have you ever seen anything like that before? That doesn't look very friendly.
It doesn't. I wonder how long it's been going on.
Tuppence, you have seen...
Curiously.
Actually, could you make a perception check?
Eight.
You can kind of vaguely in the distance see the keep, and you can make out that the weather is gloomy, but you can't see this mist or fog that Owen is mentioning.
I'm getting a bad feeling about it. Whatever the case, if we're going to go up there, we better be on our guard.
It is what we came here for, so that's right.
Is it possible to notice that, like, Tuppence's mood changed the weather? Or is that
roll an
like...
insight check.
Okay.
I'd just say you probably need about a 10.
Let's see. Well, it looks like I have the bad roll out, so I can try again. Yep, I got it. That's an 18.
Yeah, when you were coming through, maybe Vert turned to look at Tuppence, and you can see this, like, bright joy
Yeah.
illuminate her
weather...
face, and then the weather in response.
So Vert kind of, like, cocks his head towards the castle, or the keep that we're looking at, and like, well, if... The dragon's name is Nim, right? If Tuppence's mood can change the weather here, Nim's mood might be changing the weather there.
That would explain the rain and the lightning, but not the purple mist.
I mean, maybe it's a really bad mood.
Let's hope that's all it is.
Well, that's why I was wondering how long the weather's been that way, if it started with
Right.
his arrival.
Right.
Would you like Vert and I to go ahead?
We should probably stick together. Let's just be
Right.
careful.
All right.
Okay.
Is the forest that we're in, is it like really thick and hard to navigate?
It's interesting. You actually came out into an open plain.
Yeah.
There is a forest. If you look towards the keep, there is a forest between
Oh,
you
that's
and the
what you
keep.
said. Okay, so we're going to be entering a forest.
Yeah, and the keep
Okay.
does seem somehow farther away than it is on the physical plane.
Well, we can go. If we want to go quietly, we can go quietly. I can mask our passage a little bit, as I've done before. Or we can just go and be quiet when we get there.
Let's just go.
Let's just go and be quiet when we get there.
Okay. You set off and begin walking in that direction. Tuppence, I assume you're just zooming around and pointing to things. There's all these different flowers that Tuppence knows about.
I wrote a song about that one. I wrote a song about that one. I wrote a song about that one. Look at this. It's my favorite. Smell it. It's beautiful. Oh my
You
God.
pass some of the...
I'm actually legitimately interested in this too. Druid.
You pass a bunch of trumpeter tulips, which, respond well to song.
Oh, play it. Play the song, you know.
And as she makes that noise, the tulips go in return.
I love it.
But yeah, as you
Do they
begin
respond to
to...
Druidcraft?
You want to try?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Oh gosh. It's been so long. I can basically assist in a small way, like the blooming or the opening of a bud or something very tiny with plant life through craft. So I think if I just go by, I'll try to just make it flourish a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Your magic, when you attempt to do that, is magnified.
Oh geez.
The effect that you are going for is just a little bit of a flourish, but the flowers bloom in a wide swath around you as you do that. And there's just kind of a musical, like a pleasing note that they seem to play as they do it.
Do I get the sense that that's just because of the nature magic in the plants appreciating that assistance, or is it something to do with my magic here?
Roll a nature check.
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a 19.
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
The Faewild's a place of wild nature,
Mhm.
and your magic specifically connects to that. So,
I have a sense it would affect other things that I try to do here.
you
No,
rolled a
wait,
17?
Yeah.
It probably depends on what you're trying to do.
That's interesting. Alright. Try to do Druidcraft a couple more times as we go. Anytime Tuppence points out a flower, I'll just
I'll just mark an hour. No, I'm kidding.
No. This is
Yeah, that's easy enough to do. And each time the result is the same. The nature just flourishes to your touch. As you begin to march towards the keep, it becomes quickly apparent that it is farther away than you traveled to get to the fairy ring. And as you look back to the ring and the landmark that Embers has found in this kind of rock formation, you feel as if you should have traveled farther from them than you have, and closer to the keep than you have. You're making progress. It's not as if you're standing still or anything like that, but it is just the distance is somehow warping and stretching around you. And you travel for about an hour before before something strange begins to happen.
Uh-oh.
You're about halfway to the edge of the forest when a thick bank of fog, not this strangely purple colored mist or whatever, just a regular grayish fog rolls in around you, and it rolls in very suddenly.
I shut the door.
You shut the door?
Yeah.
All right.
Get out.
What door? Charm has a door on her robe. Take a shot.
I shut the door.
This thick bank of fog rolls in around you, and as it does so,
can I react to it?
yeah. How do you want to react?
Yeah, Embers is definitely like in defense.
I want to cast. Look at that spell. Is it Wind Wall?
Oh, you have that one too, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't prepare that one today.
I think that will work for.
Yeah.
Because I have Gust of Wind and Wind Wall, but I think Wind Wall I can create. Yeah, an area, a zone, or whatever.
Who are you standing right next to?
Probably Embers. Because
Yeah,
I'm
I think
guessing
we're probably
ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mist rolls in, and you have just quick enough of a reaction that you can cast this wind wall spell, and kind of, what does that look like as you cast it?
Yeah, so I think Vert makes quick eye contact with Nihedon, and they have a mental signal, and then he, maybe it's like, you can see like his dragonoid form like sort of reverberate a little bit as he summons the power of the wind nexus.
There's also a bit of the same like pale light that you would recall from the nexus that kind of glows from within him. And this wall of wind whips around you, and it does keep the fog out. But as you take stock of your surroundings, Embers is the only one who is with you within the wind wall.
Oh shit.
Elwyn and Tuppence, as this fog rushes in around you, you quickly turn and look around, and you can see none of your companions. And with it comes a knowledge, just a feeling. You know you're alone. What do you do?
So we can't even see each other?
Nope. Each of you is alone in the fog.
Okay.
I'll send a message to Ellen saying, I'm here.
You cast the message spell. There's no response.
I'm looking through my list of all the things I can do now that I should have learned.
And we can't see them, right?
You can't see
They're
them.
just lost in the fog.
Let's see.
Where did they go? I knew this would happen. I knew this would happen.
But now, Embers, let's just keep an eye out, and maybe we can. Can I move the wall?
I assume you
can shape
formed
the
it as a
wall.
ring, right?
Yeah. I try and make like a dome shape for us. And that's concentration. Okay. So maybe what we can do is we can walk backwards, and I can recast the spell, and like keep like working our way back with like a new wind wall to see if I can find them.
Okay.
I have a question first. I knew where they were. So they just disappeared from sight. If I close my eyes, can I still sense them nearby, or do I feel like I've been transported somewhere?
You feel completely alone. Like, you listen and you can't hear like the beat of Tuppence's wings, you can't hear Ember's breathing, you can't hear the clank of Vert's armor, and fog just swirls around you.
I'd like to try casting dancing lights.
Okay. You cast the dancing lights, and the lights appear in the fog. And they just kind of illuminate the fog as it's swirling around you.
So to no avail, I can't see anything up.
It's like headlights in the mist, right? It doesn't really help you all that
No.
much.
Okay.
So this might be a stretch.
But she can't see me either. She can't see the lights.
Can I see the lights?
Do you want to try and make a perception check and search?
I have superior dark vision. Not that it matters. I mean, I could. Yeah, I mean, I assume I'd be trying to do perception anyway to see if I can see anybody. But
How tall is this fog bank?
It's not like pouring over your wind wall or anything like that. So like 15.
So I can fly over
So I
it.
can fly over
If you
it.
wanted
Yeah. I can fly up.
16.
Would have did it first.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Tuppence, could you also make... Oh, sorry, I'm breaking my rules here. Okay, so you roll your perception check. You're looking around. Unfortunately, you don't see any lights or anything like that out there. So your situation is unchanged.
Might be a stretch. So tell me if I can't do this. But fog mist is just a bunch of water particles in the air, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I shape water to try and form the mist, like get it out of my way and form it into like
Curtain.
yeah, like parting a curtain with shape water?
You can, and the mist does respond to that, but it's like as soon as you shift it, some more starts to pour in, so it's like you're having to fight against it. Can I have both you and Tuppence at this point make a charisma check?
Sure.
So I'm gonna have Ember stay in the wind wall, and I'm gonna fly above the fog and look for our friends
Okay,
as well. Unless you want to come
we'll
with.
get to you in just a second.
9.
23.
23. Do you start to move forward and around as you're... Or are you staying in place fighting the fog pushing against you?
I feel like I don't want to move forward because I don't want to lose track of where I am. So I'll probably just be standing in one place, but I'm trying to create a pocket of fog-free space.
And Tuppence? Are you flying anywhere? Or
Yeah, I think I'll try to fly straight up.
you try and fly straight up, and the fog just seems to stretch upwards with you, following you. And as you move, you just basically still remain hanging in the fog.
Well, that didn't work.
Bert, as you fly up over the wind wall
Yeah.
and kind of get past the edge of the wall, the fog does rear up to try and engulf you.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Make a dexterity saving throw.
It's alive. Oh, I failed. I rolled a 2.
The fog catches you, and you feel the same crippling isolation as you are engulfed in it, and suddenly you have no idea where anyone else is.
Okay, so yeah, Ember, you see me get swept away by the fog.
Am I still in the wind wall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it still exists.
So I'm gonna try something. I am of the belief that this fog is also that fog that we're walking towards. So I'm gonna try and walk towards the,
Okay.
or travel towards
Roll
the...
a charisma check.
Okay.
Remind me what yours too? That you had a
9.
9 and a 23.
I got a 18.
As both you and Tuppence are kind of moving through the fog, Tuppence, you suddenly hear the clank of Vert's armor somewhere nearby. And Vert, you can hear, the telltale beat of Tuppence's wings.
Tuppence, where are you?
There!
You can hear each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the sound of her voice and the wings.
You don't seem to be getting any closer.
Hey,
That's weird.
you're
Both
the
of
expert here.
you make another charisma check.
Both of us?
You can choose, I'll tell you now how this is working. You can choose to make it at advantage or disadvantage, your choice. You want to be close to each other in number.
Mm.
Oh.
You want to roll
I
a
see.
similar result.
You can roll with advantage or disadvantage?
You can choose.
I'm gonna roll with advantage then.
Or super.
I rolled a natural 20. Get a natural 20.
No pressure.
Easy peasy.
We're rolling an advantage?
Yeah.
I got 11.
Oh no.
Well,
You
no,
lose
14,
track
sorry,
of her
14.
voice, and you lose track of the sound of Vert's armor.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. The fog does seem to light with a subtle magic to it.
This also says, I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. I can also use my action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. So I'd like to look for creatures or objects.
Roll a charisma check.
Oh boy.
And yeah, just leave it at that.
All of you. I love you all. Do this one.
To be clear to listeners, she was talking to her dice, not us.
Not us. Yeah.
But we
Good
felt it just the
clarification.
same.
We wish we did.
16.
16. Bert had a natural 20. Tuppence had
14.
14.
Wait, I thought you had an 11.
No, I didn't add my...
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Elwyn,
Hmm.
you see the magical aura of fairy lights in the fog. And as you move towards them, you begin to hear Tuppence's voice. And you push in that direction. And Tuppence, you start to hear the sounds of movement coming your direction. And you kind of move in that direction. And you find each other in the fog.
I grab hold of you.
Thank goodness.
Your little hands.
I'll twist my hand in your hair.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you ride
Your
up there so
braid.
we don't lose each other again? My beautiful braid brush braid. Oh, I can kind of see magic, but it's really hard to see in this. Do you
I
know
can
what
cast-
this is?
I can cast dispel magic. That'll help.
I don't know
Maybe-
if it will.
Maybe it will.
Cause I can also do that, but I hesitate because it's such a powerful spell.
It is. I might want to save it, but
Have you seen anybody else?
I thought I heard Bert's armor, but then it went away.
Do you remember the direction that the
Tuppence, you were
heat-
flying up at the time.
That's what I was gonna say. I was flying up, but the fog seemed to follow me, so I thought it'd be safer near the ground.
It's probably smart. Can we see anything else, or is it just like the ground immediately beneath our feet and just mist
Mhm.
everywhere?
Yep.
Okay. Do I see any other creatures or objects in the mist?
I want to switch back to Embers for a minute. The wind wall is blowing away this fog, and you watch the fog swallow Vert. About 50 seconds pass, and the wind begins to weaken before the wind wall ends after a minute. And you are swallowed by the fog as well. Unless there's something you want to do before it.
No. I think Embers is just like staying there freaking out. Not sure what to do. Do I go into the fog? That seems like a bad idea. Do I stay here? Nobody's here. So I think she's just like standing there indecisive, looking around. I think just calling out names.
Mm-hmm.
Tuppence! Vert!
And none of you can hear that. And there's no response. The fog swallows you, and you feel that same feeling of isolation as it closes in. Once it's around Embers, what does she do?
Why did you leave, Vert? I think she just stumbles in a direction.
Okay.
Just picks a way to go.
I need all of you to make another charisma check. You both get to make one, and if either of you is close to one of these, it'll work out.
And we can just choose to do advantage or disadvantage.
That happens when you get within
Oh,
a
I
certain
see.
range. Yep.
Okay.
Y'all's charisma is too good to ever find me.
I mean, I've been rolling like crap. This is better though.
I got a 2.
2? Okay.
15.
9.
22.
That's what I'm saying.
9. Let me see, how close do you have to be to? Yeah, the group of you wander in the fog for what feels like quite a while.
3 seconds.
Um,
Maybe 4 seconds.
at least Tuppence and Elwyn, you're together. But there's no sign of your friends. Let's have another charisma check.
This is bad. This is so bad.
This is not great, no.
We're wasting time.
Another 9.
Oh, I got a 12 this time.
I got a 12 on die. 15.
13.
Oh, we're very
Okay.
close.
So the 12 was you.
Or, sorry, I got a
Totally.
9. I got a 9.
You three bump into each other in the fog.
Tuppence! I think I'll never see you again.
I know. This is terrible.
Hold on tight. It's easy to lose people
Yeah.
in here.
Yeah, I think Embers takes Ellen's hand and is like crushing.
Yeah.
No, Embers.
I'm sorry, I
like-
was right behind you 1 second, and then
I've heard so many stories in my life of people coming into Faewild and never coming out.
we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We just have to find our way out of this.
And Vert, you can hear this conversation happening in the fog.
Hello?
Bert? Can you
Bert?
follow my voice?
I can certainly try. I think we're almost there.
Look for the lights. Do you see the light? Follow the light.
Perhaps the final charisma check. Again, now that you're close, you can choose advantage or disadvantage
Gonna need advantage.
as you want.
Don't give yourself disadvantage.
Well, I'm gonna roll normally because I feel like we've got a good spread of values. That way, if I get something real low and you get something real low,
Can I roll first and then they can decide, or is that cheating?
It's all at the same time.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll.
So we're rolling normal.
Up to you. You can each choose
we can each
individually.
choose. How about you roll an advantage and I'll roll a disadvantage?
I'm rolling on normal. Okay.
Oh man, I rolled a 3 and a 2.
At disadvantage.
A disadvantage.
So it doesn't really matter.
So it's it doesn't matter, but
That's actually
that's a
perfect.
5.
I got 16.
I got a -1.
Incredible.
Yep.
I rolled a 10. I got
Okay.
a 14.
So 14.
And a 16.
16.
Okay.
-1.
5.
Vert, you can hear Tuppence calling to you, and Tuppence, you can start to hear Vert moving your direction, and the group of you collide in the fog,
I
finding
grab
each
him
other.
with my other hand.
And as you all hold on to each other, the fog dissipates, and you find yourselves on the edge of the woods.
On the edge of the woods, entering the woods to the keep, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, so we made it through the woods.
So,
No.
You've been in the Faewild for 4 hours.
Time to go home. Try again another day.
it's trying to tell us to stay together, guys.
Let's just take a minute. Okay?
Okay,
We're here.
I'm good.
We're together.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Alright.
No one got hurt.
I swear we were gonna get there. This place is strange.
It is, but it's kind of exciting, isn't it?
Now when we're on the clock. Let's go.
Are you good?
Yeah, I can.
Can I have a charisma check from everyone?
Oh
This is not for the fog.
It's for the weather. He says yes.
11.
9.
23.
15.
How's Vert feeling?
Anxious as hell.
Okay.
He's so
I
anxious.
have a thing for anxiety. When you come out of the fog, the pleasant feeling and like the good weather is no longer present. The sky is dark and overcast, and there is like, it's not that you're in a fog bank or anything like that, but like as you look across the plains, there's like low-hanging fog over the plains all over the place, and it's just shifting and swirling in a way that sets your nerves on edge. But you're on the edge of the forest.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just to clarify one more time. The edge of the forest leading
Yes,
We
on
have
the
to
other
enter
side
the
of
forest now, or we've made it through the forest?
you have to enter the forest, and then on the other side of that will be the keep.
Got it.
Yeah, we're gonna go to blazing speed now.
I don't know if that's smart, considering what we've just been through. Let's try to stay together and let's move carefully. Time and distance are funny.
Yeah, I see that.
So the more we
I
rush
feel
into
bad
things...
that you're hating this so much.
I feel like Zach, as a player, has never had a good experience in the Faewild.
I've never had a good experience in the Faewild.
Hunter got fucked.
Yeah.
Bonks got fucked.
Yeah.
Yep, this better not be bad for Rare Girl.
Well,
It's,
you know. But what I'm trying to say is, the more we try to rush and be reckless, the more time we're going to end up wasting. So let's be careful. Let's try to listen.
Okay, so let's go.
Alright. Do we want to be stealthy about it now?
I don't think that matters right now.
Okay. A lot of things can be hiding in the forest.
Maybe it does, but I don't know. I have no idea. What do you guys think?
Do we need to be stealthy to go through the forest now? Or should we just go?
I think it'd be a good idea to try and be stealthy.
I agree.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Alright, I'll cast Pass Without Trace on us.
When you do so, it's like the grass around your ankles almost rises up a little bit to hide you, and yeah, like the colors around you just kind of like mute,
Kind of making
blend in a
it
bit.
a little bit more of that fog.
Nope. Get away from us.
Nope.
But like not purple.
Nope.
Well, the previous fog wasn't purple either.
Oh shit. A little bit of... I'll tell everyone, I'm doing this. This is me. Let's try to be stealthy. A little stealthy.
Well, let's have some stealth checks then.
Yeah, that's right. It's normal. Great.
I have a really low stealth roll, but you could add 10. Oh god.
Alright, we'll start with Zach.
18.
Nice.
16
With the plus 10.
with the plus 10. Yep.
34.
17.
Okay. So all in all,
Roll well.
pretty good. You plunge into the forest. There are no paths. It is just dense and thick forest, and the canopy above is dark, and you quickly get to a point where you cannot see the sky beyond. Worse still, the trees, the ground, the foliage seem to almost be shifting constantly around you. And as you're making your way through this forest, kind of going over logs and rocks and pushing plants out of the way to make a path where there is none, you see these strange fairy lights pop up occasionally and just appear as if to lead you in a direction before vanishing. Can you guys make a group survival check? As the feeling of complete
Dread.
disorientation
I think
sets in.
we've rolled more in this episode than we have all season. Oh god.
15 feathers.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
12.
9.
You spend your time making your way through this forest, but you're quickly turned around. Like, when you look back the way you came, the forest is already different from the path that you trod to get to this point. This forest is shifting around you. You're no longer sure you're going in the right direction.
Can Tippy fly up over the trees to try to see the...
You fly up towards the canopy, and the branches there just form a tight shell, keeping you in.
Yep, I hate this place.
Do any of you want to try anything?
Should be leaving breadcrumbs, huh?
I did prepare enhance ability. could give one of us advantage on this kind of thing, but that would mean dropping the stealth cloud. That's all I got. Otherwise, we just keep trying. I could also wild shape into something that might have better sense of direction than we do.
Your magic does seem to be pretty effective here. Maybe the enhanced ability would be even better than usual.
I don't know. That seems less founded in nature magic than other things I can do, so that may not.
Well, you would know, I suppose.
Are there any animals in this forest?
Make a perception check.
I'll help. Can make out that bench.
Oh. Okay, dirty 20.
You hadn't seen any up to this point, but now that you start looking, yeah, there are basically all those sorts of animals that you would expect to see in the forest. There are birds nesting in trees. There are squirrels and other forest rodents kind of scurrying around the floor of it. There are spiders and other insects and things crawling on trees and around the ground.
Tuffy, can you still talk to the squirrels and stuff? Wasn't that something you could do?
Are you thinking of?
Am I thinking of Angelica? Well, I feel like you had a friendship with rodents or something.
Tuppence also has
I
can
think
talk
you're
to
Mara.
small creatures.
Mara had a thing with rats, but
Yeah,
no, I thought you had a thing with small animals.
I think Tuppence does have. It's part of.
I'm not crazy.
I did not read
Also,
that.
how come you can talk to Bandana? Who I
Oh,
assume is
speak
well.
with small beats. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Okay, it's a pixie thing. All right,
Thank you, I'm not crazy.
you're not crazy.
If you were crazy, then I was going to be crazy too, because I could have sworn that she could talk to small creatures.
Okay.
Maybe one of them could point us in the right direction?
Hey, I look at Bert. Don't scare them. Can you try to be a little more positive and cheery?
Why don't you talk to them first, and we'll see if I can change my mood.
Ah. Just exasperated. Okay, so she'll fly gently over to a random tree with a random squirrel.
There's a squirrel that is sitting on one of the branches, and it is kind of quietly looking around, and as you fly up to it, you can just hear it going, "Lost, lost, lost, we're all lost, I'm lost, you're lost,
Dear.
there's no way forward,
Great.
there's no path."
Here, Mom?
It almost seems to see you for the first time. Ah, another soul! Thank goodness, thank the great chestnut in the sky! How long have I been in here? Who are you?
That's what I was gonna ask you. How long have you been here?
I don't know.
We need to find our way out.
I'm
We're
lost.
too.
We're all lost. I was with someone and then now they're gone.
Is everything spinning for you too?
Yes. I don't remember where I buried my nuts.
Hopefully my friend Bert's here.
You have friends?
Yes.
Oh, you lucky soul.
You have no friends?
I had some, but now they're gone. Lost.
Oh no. Okay. Let's try another attack, guys. He's a little squirrely.
As you turn around and speak to your friends and then turn back to the squirrel, it is gone.
Do we want to just try to make our way through this place one more time? Or,
Let's.
distance is weird here. I do have this scroll.
Let's
this-
try one more time.
Scroll of locate creature. It might point us in the right direction, but I don't know how far it would reach.
Let's keep trying.
Yeah.
But if you cast it and we turn again, we won't know the direction it's pointing.
Right.
But we'd at least have a compass to point us out of the forest.
It's completely different.
So many different characters. They're all gone.
Didn't you have someone who had like 4 arms too?
Where's
that
Lania?
eraser?
Okay, so
You gonna throw an eraser at me? Oh no.
just another survival check.
Yeah, alright. One more survival. Just so thrilled.
Oh, I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Okay.
Can I give myself guidance?
I'm
see
still
why not.
holding pass without trace, otherwise I would too.
Got it.
Oh, that's actually not so bad.
Oh, we can. Whoever needs it can take a bardic inspiration too.
Don't bother wasting it on me.
How'd you all do?
Worse than before.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I hate this one.
I got a 14.
Okay. Did everyone else do worse?
I got 11.
Yeah. Survival. Yeah, I got an 8.
I have a +6 to
7.
survival.
Oh my god.
Um,
3.
you wander for what feels like another hour. You must be getting close now. But the more you travel, like the more turned around you are. It's just impossible to tell.
Does a building count as an object for the purposes of locate
I'd say so.
object? Then I don't have to use the scroll. Let me see what the
I will say, just so you know before you spend the scroll, if you use it and it works, I'll give all of you advantage.
Well, what I mean is I have locate object as just a spell I can cast.
Oh.
Locate creature was a scroll that
Oh,
would be
I see.
consumable. So
Well, if
I'd rather
you,
waste a spell slot.
Yeah.
if you
with the
cast
chance
it,
of
I will
fail.
give all of you advantage.
Right.
We need it.
Yeah, I think we do. So I'm gonna drop Pass Without Trace.
You try to release the magic of the spell, but it's been over for some time.
Oh jeez.
Time is passing.
That lasts. Oh yeah, that does last an hour. Okay. Then I don't do that. I would know that that's it. Well, I'm not sure. This is only good for 10 minutes, and I'm not sure
Let's make it count.
how distance works, or if. But I can try to find at least the keep.
I think it'd be good.
I've never
Yep.
tried this before, but I will focus on the keep and cast locate object.
You feel sort of a mental ping off in a direction, and that direction kind of seems to shift a little bit
As long as we follow
with
the
each
thing.
of your steps, but you've got a pretty decent heading on it, and as you move in that direction, the forest seems to part a little bit for you, just a little bit, but enough that, yeah, one more check at advantage.
Make it count.
Alright, so we're gonna be here for 5 years. Let's go. Okay, I got a natural 20.
Oh, gross.
Okay, great.
I know.
So, and then I got a natural 20. You just gotta complain a little bit,
Yeah,
With
apparently.
advantage.
I had 19.
Okay.
13.
15.
You needed 3 of you to get a 15 or above, which you did.
Oh my gosh.
That's a really tough check.
If you failed it enough times, you would have gotten out on your own, but that's time wasted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've now been in the Faewild for 6 hours, but you emerge on the other side of the forest, and you can see, now all of you can see this purple mist or fog that enshrouds your keep on this side. And you have emerged into this, like, rainy weather, where the sky is dark and there are these occasional flashes of lightning. The fog surrounding the keep is also occasionally illuminated by these bright flashes of light blue light. And as you look at the keep, there is a small stretch of field, this grassland, that separates you and the keep as you are on the edge of the forest. And there are a couple patches of this purplish fog kind of dotting the field in between you and the keep.
Let's approach the keep and avoid the fog.
If we can, yeah.
I almost said frog.
Well, if there's a frog, you probably want to avoid it too.
Well, you just wanted to leap over it.
I mean,
Frog over the fog.
maybe.
Well, we have 2 people that can fly, so maybe that won't be a problem.
Yeah, this is it's low hanging. It's not like the fog is
Yeah.
high above the ground.
Okay.
Like that.
Well, I'm gonna If I can hold an action to cast Gust of Wind in case the fog does, like,
Mm-hmm.
come at us, maybe I can blow it back.
Okay. Any other preparation from anyone, or do you just walk across and avoid the fog?
I think I would. Can I make a perception check to see if there's like a pattern or anything like a way through?
I'll help you.
Okay. Uh, 14.
It's almost just like random patches, but there's large swaths of grass in between.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not going to be hard to walk through this while avoiding the fog.
Okay.
You rolled a 14, though?
Mm-hmm. Make a charisma check.
You, with your 14, you notice one other thing. I'm just trying to decide what it should be.
The size of Bert's frown.
One of the patches of fog almost seems to, like, out of the corner of your eye, it almost looks like a figure rises up out of it, but by the time you glance back, it's gone.
I thought I saw. Did you see that? I think there's something in that fog. We shouldn't get too close.
It's definitely not anything like anything I've ever seen, natural or otherwise. I would agree we should keep a quiet guard.
Okay. Yeah, let's go through.
Okay.
How close do we have to get to each fog patch to pass by?
There's paths where you can stay like 15 feet away.
Because if we get within 60 feet, I can cast Gust of Wind at it. Just reveal whatever's inside of it, if there is creatures in there.
How many times can you do that?
It's at will.
Great.
So,
Whose
I'll just
birthday
do
is
that.
today? Happy birthday, Will.
Yeah, once we get close to the...
Casting Gust of Wind at Will.
Take that, Will.
What a good birthday gift.
Happy birthday. And
Into the lava.
Pull the candles out. Yeah, so once we approach the first fog patch, I will cast Gust of Wind at it to see what is underneath it.
Okay. Yeah, you blow away the fog and nothing emerges, but as the gust pushes down the knee-high grass that is prevalent here, you spot something in the grass, like just like a flicker of color while the gust goes past it, and then the grass stands back up and covers it. Whatever it was.
Okay. Can I, roll a check to try and identify what it was?
Yeah, like a perception or investigation.
Anyone else see that?
You all saw it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll help you.
Okay, sure. 2 11s. So that's 16.
16. Yeah. Was that investigation or perception?
Oh, probably perception.
You kind of pull apart a little bit of the grass and kind of get a closer look at what this flash of color that you saw was. And there is a small sprite-like form of either a pixie or some other fey creature sleeping in the grass there. Just sound asleep.
Tuppence, what is this thing?
Well, let's let it sleep for now, because these little things like to play tricks. So it's sleeping, it's not waking. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I agree. We should not waste time with this. We should just go.
Okay. Hopefully this place doesn't put us to sleep too.
I don't
As
see.
you-
That wouldn't be a problem.
As you... You're so special.
Can't get put to sleep.
As you kind of step away from that pixie or sprite or whatever that was sleeping there in the grass and begin to walk towards the keep again, as you leave, that fog kind of rolls back over to cover that patch. But it doesn't extend out towards you or anything like that. You get about 3/4 of the way to the keep before you hear sound from behind you, and also from in front of you, and to the side of you. And as you look around from these banks of fog, these dark figures begin to rise up. They are almost as if like black-robed humanoids, but there doesn't seem to be like a physical being underneath. It's just this like darkness personified that kind of rises up out of the fog, and they open mouths or apertures of some kind, and there's just like, not just like in where a normal mouth would be, but these like all over their body, these kind of openings form, and there's this purple light from within, and they begin to drift towards you. And let's roll initiative.
Great.
Oh.
Cool.
All right.
Love that for me.
That for me. Oh no.
So,
I
So I was like, I don't know why you're complaining. This is awesome. What would be a good song for this?
Something spoopy.
Purple rain.
And I'll drag you over. Do you have Soul out? I have him on the map, but
I do not.
we'll remove him. These creatures that you see rising up out of the fog, something like that.
Whoa.
Oops, I clicked off of it because I don't want to look at it.
Can you let the viewers look at it?
No,
though?
I didn't.
he didn't. He
No,
Okay. And there seem to be one of them here in front of you, one of them up here to kind of like the northwest, and then one of them down here to the southwest. And you can see these banks of fog. I couldn't get it purplish, I'm sorry, but it is purplish. Imagine it, and it has these flickering blue lights within
That's
it.
really cool looking, Ethan.
I'm really proud
Wow.
of this map.
That looks really
Yeah.
cool.
That's super cool.
Let's have an initiative roll while I pull up the encounter.
We've rolled our.
Put me up on the last. So,
Don't worry, you're not going first.
yeah. Melissa's first, I'm last. That's all I know.
Okay, how did Embers do?
22.
Oh, nice. And Elwyn?
Dirty 20.
Me? And Tuppence?
10.
10. And Vert?
4.
4. Oh, you're having left. Well, these creatures did not roll particularly well themselves either, so Embers, surprising no one, you are up first.
Embers goes up a little past Elwyn.
Actually, give me just half a second. I need to do one thing with these creatures.
Jeez, they're far away.
Actually, we'll do that on their turn. Okay. Yep. What do you want to do?
And is going to hurl 2 sunbolts at the thing. Okay, yeah. I don't think the 11 will hit, but the 25 probably will.
Let's see. Yeah, the 11 does indeed miss, but the 25. Mm-hmm.
Okay. No damage. That is going to be 6 radiant damage to the thing.
The bolts launch across the field, and one of them goes a little wide, probably due to the weird warping of distance, but your aim is true on the second one, and it collides with the shoulder of this thing, and it recoils as if in pain, but the bolt almost like passes through it, and you can see it streak out the other side, but it does seem like that hurt. It's just, these things aren't fully corporeal.
Okay.
Our music didn't loop. Give me just a second. There we go. Now it will.
That's
Anything
the end of my
else
turn.
Do
Okay.
those do radiant damage?
They do radiant damage, yeah.
I did check. It doesn't have any extra effect. Elf.
But that seemed to have some effect.
Yes.
Which one did you hit?
Northwest.
Northwest, okay.
Oh, northwest. I thought you hit that one. Let me give
No,
that
I'm too
one
far away from that one.
some hit points back, and I'll take it from the other one.
Alright, well, seeing that seemed to have some effects, I'm going to run a finger over one of the beads on my necklace,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to summon a ball, a brilliant ball of light from it, and fire it, and cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh, nice. Which one? The one...
The same one Ember's hit.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I need to do, I think, a spell attack? I very rarely have to do these. Let's do this. Oh, yes. Okay. That's a 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy. So 4d6 radiant damage. Let's see. Okay. Pretty average. 13 radiant damage. And the
That's pretty
next attack will have advantage.
The bolt collides with it, and just like Ember's, it kind of passes through it, but that one almost seems to, like, does enough to, like, tear away a chunk of this thing, and, like, it leaves a gaping hole that just has this purple glow within, and it goes...
Great. And I'm gonna move. 2, 3. Oh, I'm gonna. Nope, not that way. 1, 2. I think I'm just gonna go like here, just to put a little bit of distance between us.
There is a reminder. There is one down to the...
I know there is. Yeah,
Okay.
I see it.
Alright.
That's why I'm only moving a little bit and not the whole way.
Gotcha.
I forgot that I get to make 3 attacks without spending a key point. Can I make one more?
Yeah, of course.
I haven't played Embers in a second.
It's fine. It's fine.
I haven't fought with Embers in a second.
Actually, I'm gonna go here.
It's another 11.
Oh, okay. So that one also goes
Yeah.
wide. The weird warping of distance.
Yes.
That's my turn.
The Nightmare Haunts.
I need to mark off this side.
Speed of 30. Before I do that, there is something that happens. Each of these creatures, from where they're standing, kind of on the edge of these fog banks, like makes a sucking motion, and from the fog, like more like in the grass that the fog is enshrouding, there's like a flow of energy that seems to suck into them. And you can see like the one that was damaged by all of the radiance, like a misty smoke almost seems to fill some of those holes that were left a little bit as they gain some temporary hit points somehow. Just have to do a little math. Oops, not that many. And then okay, and now they will move. This one will come up next to Elwyn. This one will come up next to Embers. And then this one. You guys can all see my line. That's good. Okay. We'll come up this close, and I'll see if it can do anything from there. Otherwise, it might dash. Nope. It can't, so it will dash. And get up next to Tuppence. The one that the group of you have damaged kind of like raises its incorporeal arms, and a patch of, these tendrils of darkness kind of lash out from it, and kind of weave around the ground and form an area, and then in that area the fog begins to fill. And let me see how big of an area they can make. It is... I need the draw tool, I need a rectangle. I want this to be purple because of theme. 20-foot square. How many of you can I get in a 20-foot square? That's like that, I think? Yes. Cool. Can each of you... Oh, it's when you start your turn then. Okay. Alright, so nothing yet. And then the one that got up next to Tuppence had to dash, and the one that got up next to Elwyn has its turn. So it will claw at you with these horrible dark claws.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Both miss.
Yes.
I rolled 2 of
Write
the
it on
same roll.
the calendar.
Today's the day.
He missed me.
I
Shout it
missed
from the
you.
roof.
Gotta love the Faewild.
Get it in skywriting.
Get it in skywriting. I can do that spell.
Tuppence, you're up.
Okay, Tuppence is going to cast.
You're going to start your turn in the tendrils. Can you make... Starts its turn there. A strength saving throw.
It's a 10.
Okay. Do I have average damage for this? You take 11 necrotic damage as these tendrils whip up and grab you, and you are restrained.
Oh no.
Okay. But I was going to cast Mantle of Inspiration. So that means everybody within a 60-foot area of me gets 8 temporary HP, and you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking an OA.
That's
Yeah, I'm definitely
That's
doing
really
that.
fantastic.
That's really good.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bye.
Yeah, Embers just goes on the other side of this thing
Mm-hmm.
to stay out of that round.
Does Bert want to move?
Yes. I will in a second. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I forget, did we say I get it too?
Yes, you can get the temp HP.
But I can't move because
You
I'm
can't
restrained.
move, yeah.
That's okay.
Actually,
but
yeah,
I get the temp
I'm
HP.
actually gonna move over here.
I don't know if that's how it's worded, but it makes sense to me that you can benefit from that yourself.
Actually, I'm gonna move over here. Change my mind.
Alright, so that's only 3 damage then.
Can you? And you said Tuppence can't move.
She cannot because she's restrained.
Okay.
That makes a huge difference.
It does, thank you.
What does it look like when Tuppence does her Mantle of Inspiration?
Well, she uses the pan flute for her magic, so I think she just whip it out, and this one's just a little short, hurry up, please, kind of thing. Hurry up, move!
But as Tuppence does that, like the usual burst of magical energy that kind of flares that you're used to when she does this sort of thing, it's almost bolstered somehow. Like there's a bright flash around Tuppence, and I'm actually going to give you guys an extra 2 hit points each.
Oh,
Temporary hit
Ooh,
points.
so I only got 1 damage then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, they're temporary hit points, but and so for Tuppence, is that an action? That's a bonus
That's
action.
a bonus action.
What's your action?
Okay.
Bird free!
I know.
Strong!
Well, what is it holding me with?
Just these like dark tendrils.
Tendril.
And you can see that in the area that the tendrils are filling, some of that fog is starting to appear.
So, what is Misty Step? Can I do Misty Step?
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, it's bonus action.
Okay. So, I'll try try to break the restraint.
Okay. I think
Well, I
you-
have a dagger. Could use a dagger to try to break it.
in either case, it's going to be a athletics or acrobatics check.
So that's a 7.
Yeah, you're trying to get like the dagger in between these tendrils, but they're both corporeal and incorporeal. You know what I mean. Anyways, they're physical and also not physical, and it is continuing to wrap tighter on you. And almost like drag you down into the fog.
Weird things.
Okay. Vert.
Alright, Tuppence, I got this. I'm gonna reposition this a little bit. I didn't know what Tuppence was gonna do, but I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind.
Nice.
And I'm gonna cast it basically at Tuppence. And the fog stuff.
Can you make a your spellcasting modifier is intelligence?
Yeah,
Just an intelligence check.
okay, sure. 19.
Yeah, you blow Tuppence free of the tendrils.
Okay. Well, also it's 60 feet long, 10 feet wide. And it should disperse the gas and stuff and whatever the fog. I'm guessing.
Does it say anything about pushing creatures?
Yep. So if they want, they can make a strength save or be pushed 15 feet.
Tuppence, do you want to be pushed 15 feet? You'd still be within the tendrils, but...
Not if they go away.
The tendrils don't go away. The fog is definitely... Like, the fog was beginning to form,
Oh, I thought
and
the
it
fog
disperses there.
Okay.
But the tendrils are still there.
Those are different. Okay. I misunderstood. That's fine.
But Tuppence is free of the tendrils. Do you want to be pushed to there, or...
Sure.
Okay.
Whee!
Okay.
Like a dandelion puff on the wind.
It'll push the other guy too. The guy I'm standing next to.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That one will make a strength save.
DC 16.
Rolled a 16 on dice.
Okay.
Let's see if it has a minus. It does. It's got a minus. A -1 strength.
Away he goes.
15 feet. There you go. Woo!
Okay. And then,
Oh,
yeah.
I looked at intelligence. That's the minus. The strength is the plus. But that's okay. We'll say
It
it's
can
pushed.
stay there.
I'm not going to take it back.
okay. Well,
Really
we get 10 HP, so that's basically all I can do.
Embers, you're back up?
Guiding Bolt gives me advantage on this next attack.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so... Emerald is going to make at least 3 melee attacks. First one's at advantage. Yeah, that'll be a hit at 27.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. For 9 radiant damage.
Okay.
Can I ask? I don't know if it's cheating. Does it have to make a concentration check, or is it this
Oh, for the
this effect
tendrils?
is just happening?
The effect is just happening.
Okay.
Yep.
Then I will make 2 more melee attacks, and I think maybe Tuppence can see this clearest because she's closest.
Mhm.
But like, there's a little bit of a radiant glow to Empress's fists.
They're magic.
Does a 13 hit?
Just. That's
Alright.
their AC.
Then these both hit. $17 more bludgeoning damage, magical.
It's just. Oops. Take this. The smoke that had filled the wounds on that one,
Mhm.
You with your fist like punch that all away,
Mhm.
and managed to inflict a new wound on it beyond what it
Nice.
had in terms of temporary hit points.
Then I'm going to move over here, and if I can, I don't know if you allow me because I have used my action and bonus. Can I pull Tuppence out of this area?
You've used your action and bonus?
Yeah.
I think moving someone else just takes, like, extra movement on your part.
Okay.
But also, Tuppence is so tiny, I think
Okay.
you just need to move.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you can take her.
Alright. I'm gonna move her to the other side then.
Like, and all you, I like pushed Tuppence to you, and then you took her.
Yeah.
It's like my
Past
childhood.
Tuppence.
Being thrown.
Alright, that's the end of my turn.
Catch Tuppence.
Alright, everyone has escaped the tendrils by the time that it is Elwyn's turn.
Yes. How's the one next to Ember's looking?
Quite hurt. About half of it has been torn asunder.
Right. Well, I was hoping I would have had an idea by now about what I wanted to do. That's the only one that's been hurt so far, right?
Yes. And the other ones did seem to suck some sort of energy from whatever is in the grass under the fog.
Right. Just debating about resource management right now. I think I'll just maybe come up here. I think I can reach him from there and do cross fingers.
Okay. Yeah, that's like a 15-foot.
It's 15-foot cone, which is a problem every time.
It's not anymore. Because I can do...
Oh, because you have your phone that you can pull out.
Whoa!
Yeah. I'll basically run in front of Vert and use my staff to do cross fingers.
Okay, is it a save?
Yes, con save.
It rolled pretty well. 20 total.
Oof. Yeah, well, he'll take half damage, though.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 plus 1.
It's immune to
It is not. Has no resistance to cold damage. This will do full damage. Well, half damage.
Half of full damage. Non-magical liquids in the area that aren't being worn or carried get frozen.
You see a frost form on the plants where there was some dew.
A little bit of hail falling.
Yeah.
So that would be 6 half to 3 cold
Okay.
damage. Oh boy.
Wanting to pack a punch and not having the spell slot for it is the lot. But that's cool. That's my turn.
Okay. Start of their turn, they do the sucking motion and pull energy from these patches of fog nearest them. Let's see, this one that Embers is hitting draws from this bank of fog and this bank of fog. Something within there is giving them energy of some kind. It's not that much. This one... It actually doesn't have any... Well, it does, but it can't get any... So it will stay there. Yeah, actually, the only one that draws any sort of new energy is this one next to Embers. The other two can't draw more. Okay. Let's see what to do. This one here will come over next to Vert and exude a new set of tendrils on you and Elwyn. This other one will come into the tendrils and attack at Vert. And this one here will shift around in between and will make one attack at Tuppence and one attack at Embers. Actually, you know what? This one here will also do the same thing, split its attacks between the two of you. So we'll do one attack for pretty much everyone. Tuppence. This is plus, so 14. Ambrose. 10.
Nope.
I'm rolling poorly for their attacks. I don't know which one to do next. Elwyn or Vert.
Do Elwyn next.
Okay, Elwyn. Natural 1.
Yeah.
And Vert. 12.
Yes.
My brain was broken there for a second because when you looked at me with a big smile and said natural, I was sure it was going to be a 20 and I was about to get real mad.
Yep, I haven't rolled above a 10 on their attacks yet.
Incredible.
So, great. That's their turns. Tuppence, you're up. You're up.
They're gonna get their comeuppance. Okay.
Here comes Tuppence to give out some
Well-
comeuppance.
I'd like to cast Mantle of Majesty, which Teppy will get really colorful and glowing. You see her as she performs her
Isn't that a minute long?
magic.
A minute casting time?
No, this is her new ability. You're
Oh,
thinking of
okay.
Enthralling Performance.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I see.
I can cast command as a bonus action without expending a spell slot,
Mm.
but it doesn't say what their the DC or the
They would be your spell slot, your spell DC.
but what would they against, like a dex or I don't know, it doesn't say.
You'd want to pull up the command spell. The command spell says
The command spell.
you speak a one-word command at a creature you can see within range, which is 60 feet, and then it makes a wisdom save.
Wisdom, there it is. Okay. So the command spell.
Command as a bonus action for as long as this thing is up is really cool.
Yeah.
What do you want to
Was
try
it
and
an
make him
action
do?
to pull it up?
Okay, there it is. Okay, so wisdom DC 16.
It's a bonus action to do this. That's
I mean,
amazing.
she's fired
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
too.
Which one do you want to command, and what do you want to tell them to
The
do?
one next to me,
Okay.
and the word is flee.
Flee. And it's a wisdom. Let me tell you, it didn't roll too well. Wisdom is +1. That's only an 8.
Yeah.
So I think it flees on its turn.
Oh,
Getting ready.
For your
Alright.
Yeah, it's been okay. Nice. Anything else for Tuppence? That's just your bonus action.
Was the mantle an action? Or the majesty thing?
It's a bonus action.
Oh, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
What I just did, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
I see.
Um, let's see.
And what does it look as you transform your song into Mantle of Majesty? Is this the first time you've used this?
Yeah, like I said, she becomes really, really colorful, and just like her skin is like iridescent and changing color all over the place on this one.
This is
Yeah.
Similar to like the tree in the center of the Faewild that you can all see still from where you are. There's this like rainbow aura, or aurora. I keep saying aura, I mean aurora. That kind of hovers around Tuppence.
And the colors kind of even go all the way into her wings, her
Mhm.
gossamer wings, and it's like an electric light show.
Yeah, disco tuppence.
it looks
So
like the
what do you
D&D
wanna do with your
villain
action,
will be
then?
here.
Oh, the wizard?
I was gonna start singing Carmel Dancing.
Nice.
Okay, so then I think that one's gone. And nobody's really gotten hurt, right? Yet?
Not really. I keep missing.
But casting that was an action, right?
It was a bonus action.
To do the
Mantle.
mantle.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
do, yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have
we've
to
been-
expend a
we've-
spell slot for
The
it.
command is as a bonus action with this feature.
So she can
So she did 2 bonus actions.
So you
That's all
can
I
use
did
it.
right
part
now.
of mantle, and now on
It's
And
fallen.
now on
Yeah.
subsequent turns. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
First use of the feature.
I see.
So yeah, you've got your action. You couldn't cast a leveled spell, but you could do cantrips or.
Yeah, and that one is, I'm just trying to figure out how far away that other one is.
Let's do a measure. Tuppence. I need a line, not a cone. This one's 30 feet, this one's 35.
Okay. Alright, so let's try a vicious mockery.
Okay.
To the one that's right by L.
What kind of save is it?
Wisdom.
That's a 9.
Alright.
How do you
so-
mock this creature?
You know, I normally like purple, but on you, it's just not your color.
Wow.
It recoils. It clutches its pearls.
Okay. So, 2d4. Four.
4 damage?
4 damage. What kind of damage?
Hey, that's
is it?
pretty decent.
Psychic.
Ooh. Takes half of that. It seems resistant to psychic damage. But it still clutches its pearls.
Okay. And that's it. I'll just stay there.
Okay. Vert, I need from you a strength saving throw as these tendrils grasp at you.
Well, I'm gonna use intelligence. 'Cause I took that infusion.
Oh, I see. I was like, I need an explanation.
Bishop was like, bitch, please.
No, I was like,
Who's the DM here?
I kind of believe that you can, but I need an explanation here.
Yeah.
Bitch, please.
I need to read the actual text though to make sure I'm.
Well, I said.
Yeah. No.
No, you don't
No, no.
do that.
Let
You're
me
so
tell
angry,
you.
I'm gonna let you do it. But...
It's just like he's got his hand sitting for the whole game.
No, Ethan. Watch that.
I'd like to do this as intelligence, actually.
Yeah, I choose to do this instead.
Like the kid in the playground who doesn't want to follow the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Just does his own thing.
I can't be it because I'm the boss of the game.
Yeah.
So,
No, actually, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, so I can use a charge to add a bonus equal to my intelligence modifier.
oh, I see.
That's what it is. So you said it's acrobatics or
It's just strength
it's just strength. I'm saying my intelligence. Okay, like I said.
strength saving throw.
Okay, yep, it's a saving throw or check, so that works. Okay.
We have a lot of new features this time, guys.
Oh, that's pretty good. I got 18 plus 4.
You managed to stay free of the tendrils.
Woo.
No ill effect.
Great. Yeah, so on my bonus action, with my bonus action, I'm going to tell Ellen, I'm going to push you out, and then I'm going to push her forward out of the
Oh, with the gust.
gust of wind,
Nice.
if you'll allow it.
Sure.
Yep, so you can push 15 feet to safety. And then I'm going to crack my big armored knuckles and start punching you guys.
Okay. The one that Tuppence heard earlier was this one here.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll punch that one. I can
I
actually...
reach out to push you. Do you allow it?
Um,
Yeah, I guess, Owen, do you want to allow the gust?
Yes, I will.
Nidon breathes, Primal Nexus wings and pushes you.
okay, I'll do the Tuppence one first. That's gonna miss probably. So that's only a
Just
9
wearing
to hit.
Diet on with
Yeah,
the
that's a
backpack at
miss.
this point.
Kind of. It depends. And then, okay, that one should.
I can
so
do that peck while you run.
4?
Yep.
Okay. And this is thunder damage. There it is. 9.
9. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This
And-
one's extra shroud of energy is almost gone.
And, I guess I'm gonna move out of this thing as well and probably provoke an opportunity attack. Oh. No, I can't move my character.
That's weird. Just a second. I mean,
If you could just move me left one.
it says it's controlled by all players. You should be able to. But there you go.
Yeah, thanks.
I rolled a 2 to try and hit you with a claw, so
Nice
miss.
So for the record, I hit the one on my right.
Oh, I see why you couldn't move your character, because you were drawing this line here.
Yeah, he drew two lines.
Oh, I drew a line? Oh, I
He drew
did.
two.
I got him.
And so he has disadvantage to attack anyone that's not me.
Nice. Okay.
So.
That's
Uh,
no, it's dirty, gross.
And I'm gonna
brown
use my
wine.
intelligence instead. I want to. I feel like it.
Noted. Embers, you're up.
Okay. Amber's is going to see if she can get rid of this thing. So I'm going to make 4 attacks with some key points here.
The one in front of you is gonna flee in its turn. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Being commanded.
Give a reminder.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I think this is actually going to be 4 radiant bolts against the one that Tuppence hit.
Okay. There, I don't know if you can see it, but I put a scared mark on it.
You know now, but the AC is 13.
You do need to get out of this one's threat range before you attack.
Oh yeah, technically.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's a good point.
Surely I won't hit with an opportunity attack.
Yeah. I'll try it.
Miss!
Is it allowed to use its reaction to make an opportunity attack
It
if
is.
it's commanded?
Because the command happens on its turn.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't take its reaction.
Alright, so these are all going to be against the one that Tuppence hit with mockery.
You know, I've rolled...
Oh shit!
It's 2 crits.
Oh!
I see it!
And all the rest hit. Yeah, 2 hits, 2 crits.
Okay, just tell me how much.
I will in a second. I'm just gonna roll all these dice here.
I feel
Do you need a few more?
Nope, it's the exact numbers that I need.
So many, they're bouncing out
Yeah.
of the dice tray.
Oh, they're all really good rolls too.
yeah, I'm like, seeing a bunch of 5s and 6s there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
Large straight. 59.
49 radiant damage.
Wow.
Tell me about how you murder this thing
Yes.
in one go, because it had full hit points.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Like, you guys had burned through its temporary hit points, but its regular hit points were full.
Well,
Yeah.
four blows.
Yeah, I think you see, like, Embers just starts doing a form, and, like, radiant energy gathers around her fist the entire time, and she goes, like, faster and faster, and then just whips all of them, and just, like, streaks right through.
And the thing just
It's still like clutching its pearl.
fades down into
On
foam
its last.
and is
Yes.
gone. Mm-hmm.
That is the end of my turn.
That's
Elwyn.
Mhm. I feel so useful.
Like always.
Oh, I'm just laughing a little Tuppence.
Okay! And then you insulted the other one.
Yeah. Bard's the best, man. Alright.
Man.
Well, shoot. Things are looking good. You guys got this. I'm gonna cast Frostbite on the remaining one in the hopes that I can at least inflict disadvantage on its next attack. So, it's a con save.
Okay. You have advantage on spell saves, but I rolled an 11.
Excellent.
These things are useless.
Alright.
Terrifying bird.
Okay, so that's 7 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes
Okay.
before the end of its next turn. And then, let's see, I'm going to. Oh yeah. Actually, I might just stay where I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, top of their turn, I need to count up. Okay. Yep. This one next to Tuppence, as it's running away, sucks in energy from whatever is lurking under the fog.
Running by.
And then it has to run away from you at full speed, I think. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 by 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 by 30.
Run
And yes,
by
opportunity attacks if you want them.
Yeah.
Take 'em.
I'll take them. It's a dirty 20
Yep.
for 12 radiant damage, or 12 bludgeoning damage. Magic.
Max damage.
Is Tuppence taking opportunity
I
attack?
did, but I only got a 10.
It's a miss. Okay. And then this other one actually does get its turn. But it's already used its fog ability and that didn't recover, so... And Vert made it real mad so that it would have disadvantage against anyone else. So I guess...
And it has disadvantage because of what Ellen did.
Yep.
Yes. So it will make one attack at disadvantage against Vert. Oh, I rolled one natural 20 and one 4.
One natural 4.
Miss, and the second attack against Vert is a 3 on the dice. So I give up.
Gave up early,
How much
man.
damage do these things do?
You don't know! Tuppence, you're up.
Again, like it.
Mm-hmm.
I robbed him.
You did.
Okay. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want to hold the command action if one of them comes near me.
Okay. Where's this scary cat? Oh, this guy. So you're just holding an action?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it is Vert's turn.
Okay. I'll do, That doesn't really work. Yeah, I'll do 2 punches.
Oh, that's a 2, not a 9. Okay, that's a miss.
That one is a dirty 20, so that one should work.
Mm-hmm.
11 thunder damage.
Okay.
And... probably,
You punch into it, and there's that thunderous boom,
Mm-hmm.
and you dissipate a good chunk of the shroud it had sucked from the fog, but it still has a little bit left. And it is Embers.
Alright. They make 3 attacks. Radiant bolts against the thing next to Vert. These will all hit.
Tell me about it.
Let's see.
It's also pretty good.
Ah, man.
What did I say in the car on the way down? The dice were going to be with us
Yeah,
today.
yeah, you were right.
I knew it.
31 radiant damage.
Okay.
Is it dead?
No.
I'm gonna spend a
Okay,
key point.
great.
I'm gonna spend a key point. I'm gonna get greedy.
And he's not going to use intelligence. He's going to use dexterity.
A 14 hits.
Mm-hmm.
We're just telling you now. 14's
Well,
gonna
you know
hit.
it's AC is 30.
Yeah,
so
we
it
do.
does.
And I have another 5 on die, so that's 11 more radiant damage.
Okay. Still alive.
Still alive!
Uh-huh.
There's another key point.
There.
Okay.
Elwyn.
How is it looking?
Pretty bad.
Like,
It is dissipating from all of those bolts. It just has holes in
it's
it.
like just a little chunk floating around.
Are these squares still full of tendrils?
Yes.
If I enter it, is it going to be a problem?
I won't tell you if it'll be a problem, but they are still full of tendrils.
Okay. They didn't just dissipate because we all left them. Cool. Alright, well, in that case, I will hit it with another frostbite.
Yeah.
Con save.
At advantage. 17.
Meets.
Alright.
Alright.
Anything else from Elwyn?
Nope.
They get their turn. And they suck in some more temporary hit points. It's not that many. He keep accidentally hitting the wrong number. And then this one is... yeah, so it gets a few more too. Great. Let's check to see if they get... I rolled a 3 every time on the recharge check for their fog. Okay. Let's see what we can do.
Can die.
Okay. This one. What's everyone's passive perceptions? Oh gosh,
Stupid high.
60.
17.
This one tries to fade into darkness and like run away.
Mm-hmm.
But all of you can see it, clear as day.
Which one is?
The
Went off screen.
northern
Oh.
one. Yeah.
So he's running?
Yep.
Okay.
It can
Went
make...
off screen.
It can...
To the top right.
Wow.
Corner.
Yeah.
It's just gone, right?
No, he's still on the map. You just have to move the map.
Oh, he's way up there.
Yeah.
Up top.
Okay, now you can see.
And this other one will position itself a bit better for its foot. No, it's me. There's no good positions for it, are there? Yeah, that's better than
Checkmate.
what it already
nightmare
has.
thing.
All right, it will attack Vert.
Okay.
Light takes her.
Yes.
Oh, look.
A 5 and a 6 on dice.
Yeah. Cracking my knuckles again. Alright, let's see what I do.
Not rolled
buddy.
above a 10, except for on like that one saving
I'm
throw.
not sorry for about what's about to happen.
Okay, Tuppence.
Okay. Point of clarity for the new spell.
Mm-hmm.
It says if I cast it at a higher level, I can control more than one. They do check roll, but it's not coming up on my character sheet on any.
Oh, with
higher
command?
level. Yeah.
That's because I'll have to look into this, but I think I assume this is a wrong assumption, but I would assume because it's not a spell slot, you can't upcast it.
That's how it works if it comes as an item or something. It's like
Yeah.
a set
Okay.
level.
So it's
So
always
I would
only
assume
one.
that this is at its base level.
Always only one. Okay. Cool. Okay. It's 35 feet.
Yep.
Away.
Or 70 feet.
Well, let's do Dissonant Whispers then.
Is that some kind of save?
It's a wisdom. Let's see.
It rolls a 17.
So it passes, so it fails.
It takes half damage.
Okay, and it's 3d6.
Ooh.
8, so 4. So it's going to take half, so 4.
And it's what type of damage?
Psychic.
So it takes 2.
No, I rolled 8, so it's 4.
Yeah,
It's
Sorry.
also
they're
resistant,
resistant.
though.
That's 2
It
for all that?
passed the save and it's resistant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Unfortunately. Yeah, that one kind of looks at you and it waggles its finger a little bit.
I'm gonna
As
waggle
if to
a
say,
whole bunch of-
purple looks pretty okay on me after all.
That's funny.
Alright, Bert, you're up.
I'm gonna waggle 2 fists at it right now. Hang on a second.
Get him.
Unless, Tuppence, sorry, was there anything else you wanted to do? That
Nope,
was just your action.
that's
Okay.
fine.
Those should both hit. It's a 19 and a 20 something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Waggle this. That is 19 damage. Thunder.
Tell me about it. Because it's dead.
Yeah, I first punch its hand off that it's waggling with and make punishment weapons. And then the other one punches through its face.
Yeah, and it just dissipates.
Yeah.
Okay. The other one is running away. You can let it go or fire radiant bolts at it and kill it, either way you want.
These things didn't really do any harm, so I think we can
Yeah,
still...
Yeah.
It's learned its lesson.
Sure.
Chase it up.
I think you can see the tension in Embers' legs, like ready to spring and pounce, and then just relaxes.
Yeah. Ellen just puts her hand on your arm.
Let it be.
All right.
Let's stay on track.
Did feel good to pump something here, though.
Mm-hmm.
And you now find yourselves on the field in front of the keep, and things are quiet again. Apart from the storm and rain.
How many hours did that take?
None.
Just come back.
Yeah.
I know.
It's not even a full minute.
I hate rain.
Let's just keep going.
Okay.
One of the jewels on Ellen's necklace has gotten slightly dim.
You come up to the edge of the purple fog or mist that enshrouds the keep, and you can see now up close those bluish lights flashing from within. And as you approach, a path opens in the fog, revealing a bridge across almost like a moat of fog leading to the doorway of the keep. Looks very familiar, exactly like your keep back home.
Well, something wants us to go in.
Alright, let's go.
You step towards it, onto the bridge, making your way towards the door of the keep.
Look, perception. Thanks.
Perception check.
I'm sticking real close to everybody.
Keep my eye out for things that could hurt us.
What is that?
Oh, it's another dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking around. There is almost no movement that you can see or hear or perceive in any manner. Like, this place is quiet, especially once you get in between the two banks of fog. It just feels quiet and isolated. But as you're stepping up to the door, that fog suddenly crashes back in on you.
I grabbed the two people next to me.
There is a moment of collective lost consciousness
Oh,
as this fog enshrouds you, and then just as soon as it came, it's gone, and the group of you stand now on a bridge facing the keep on the inside of a solid fog bank. You turn around and look at each other. Something has changed. Tuppence
no.
is now the size of a medium creature.
What? Tuppy?
Has she grown or have we shrank?
I don't know.
I want to look around and see if there's any frame of reference.
Everything looks like to normal scale for your keep. But yeah, Tuppence has changed in size.
Can you do this now?
Look at me! Look at mine!
I never noticed how beautiful your hair was before. It's hard to see.
And
Thanks.
The purple streak in it's a nice.
I wonder if I
nice
can
touch.
still fly.
I don't even want to imagine how strong you are now.
if you would, dismiss that and scroll
Sure.
down, we will show you where we're going to end for tonight. Down towards the bottom,
There we go.
at the entrance to your keep,
Hold on a
standing on the
second.
bridge in a fog bank.
A second. Yeah. And there we go.
So we'll pick up there, same time next week. Thanks to everyone who tuned in to watch. Hope to see you again next time. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.